Alright, not much of an intro, because extra day. Let's just get the show on the road. Alright, well, I got two big objectives today, and they're both big gun related. First off, expand my artillery reach. Get the things nice and cleaned up, so that I don't have to worry about biters anymore in the near future. We just splat, so probably set up another base here and here, just to ensure that I've got some good coverage. And then beyond that, it's time, I reckon, to set up some proper space logistics. I've come up with an idea that I think will work. But it essentially involves needing to set up a second cargo rocket silo and then a whole bunch of delivery cannons and another signal receiver. Bunch of fun stuff, essentially. Alright. So let's get to work. I think at this point I'm also going to want to automate artillery cannon production, which isn't too bad in terms of its needs. Set it separately, because I'm only going to be placing those manually. So I need to spot with advanced circuits, gears, yeah, pretty much this spot here. Also, let's speed this guy up. Just to make sure that these can produce a little bit quicker. Because yeah, I got advanced circuits, steel, concrete, pretty much all right here. It's very spaghetti-y, but it should do. They don't need to be made fast, they just need to be made. So where would a good spot for this be? If I were to put this down here. Set the recipe. Can I wiggle this through here? Yes, I can. And now it just needs concrete, which is right here. There we go. This way I'll ensure I always have a few artillery guns good to go for me to pick up. That'll speed things along. Alright. So while stuff is being assembled, because the artillery train is also going to need stocking up and finish stocking up the other bases. Yeah, mainly this one. Just making sure that this one's all done and good to go. Yeah, it's pretty much just the artillery shells needs to be finished here. How's it doing on brick? Okay, it's got the walls it needs. So that's good at least. Hey. Hello. I accidentally crafted another... Yes, I did. Can't have you now, can we? Artillery bases already doing their purpose. Letting me just smash expansions whenever I see them pop up. Lovely. Alright, well, I need to first to prioritize one thing, and that is get the train tracks to the different areas set up. So that's already done. That'll give my factory the time it needs to produce the resources for the next two artillery outposts. Hang on. What the... Where did my... What's going on with my stone? I'm out of... Okay, so... Okay, I'm having stone issues. Yeah, this field is pretty much done. And this field is full up. Okay, I need to set up a second stone train, it looks like. This single train is not going to be able to supply my factory anymore, so I better fix that first. I got stuff that I need in my inventory, but yeah, I can't have this happen. Can't have a resource running completely dry. Go. At station, I need you to have... stone drop off until you are empty. Stone pickup when you are full. And this one, no, it's heading here. Okay, right, okay, hang on, okay, I see what I need to do. I need to use something I've never actually used before. That is set a train limit on these stations. Enable train limit of 1. That way only one station will ever, only one train will ever try and go there. Same thing here. Set the limit of 1. You just get going. I need to check to see if this is working right. Hello? Oh crap. Okay. South wall is getting hit again. North wall, rather. I need to reinforce that section until I get that area sorted. Just know that the turrets up there are out of ammo. So I better just quickly resupply that area, make sure it's defended. There's a base right there too, dang. Yeah, the turrets immediately got replaced. So that's good at least. Yeah, but... thing is, it's not going to be worthwhile to invest too much into this area. What I should at the very least do is double line this wall so that the biters can't just immediately hit the turret. They have to first go through the wall. That should at least help that out in this area. So if within the construction zone, so it'll be maintained. As long as they kill the biters off quick enough, it'll be fine. There we go. There come the other bots to take care of stuff. Okay, that should be big enough. That should do in terms of just making sure this area stays somewhat safe. Right, I don't actually have vision up here anymore because the main radar got bumped. So let's also make sure I can actually see. Keep an eye up here again. Because yeah, this is an important area for me to take. Honestly, I should probably prioritize it, getting up the next artillery base established here. Set up over here in this little corner. That should do the trick. Because these other wall areas, they're all defended. Nice. It's really, yeah, my northern wall is not very strong at the moment. So take these tracks. Extend them up. Now, these also serve as a nice way to both go here and here. I don't want to put the artillery base. Yeah, I don't. The problem is with my current design of the artillery train, it will start shooting the moment the train arrives. So I'm gonna need to have some of the basic defenses in place beforehand. But yeah, okay, so first things first, let's get this train track up. Also, let's check. Is this... Okay, that stone stop is still not being used. You are parked. There's no train. Yeah, the stone train's not there. Is it on its way? You were there. You were there. Ah, the train. Okay, the train arrived. Well, that wasn't looking. Okay, good. This should help with my stone issues a bit, at least. Now with these 2 train lines active. Alright. So let's stock up on landfill. And let's get to filling in some land for... Ooh, yeah, they're attacking. I mean, it's holding out. That's what's... I mean, I guess I could quickly slap down some Dragon's Teeth here. Because this is connected to the logistics network, so it should be fine. Yeah, let's see, so the problem is that it won't have... It's mainly about getting the walls in. So the turrets aren't as important. I just want to make sure this section can last a little bit longer. It won't let me because... Oh well. Okay, let's stock up a landfill. Let's do what I said I was going to do. Hang on, a message I want to quickly respond to. Concrete is also still struggling, but it is what it is because I'm doing a lot of wall building right now. Also, I've never updated some of these. You know what, let's actually update these. Why have I completely neglected those? There's still wooden chests here. Wow, this section of factory is very old. I think it's been pretty much unchanged, and this was more or less here since the start. Hey there, Brutus. Back at you. Hope you're doing good. Alright, just give me all of the landfill. Where's the nearest train track? Okay, it's the supply train. I do have fuel, right? Yeah. Load up. Alright. And head out. But I hope you're doing good, Brutus. Okay, finished learning up Unreal's gameplay ability system. Excited to put into practice after raid tomorrow. Oh, nice. So you're working with Unreal Engine 5 then, I guess. Cool. I've been at some point in the past I was eyeing it up. But nice. I have poked around in game dev a little bit. Although I've been looking more in terms of 3D modeling, that area. But cool. And raid, which game? I'm guessing maybe World of Warcraft. Because at least that's one of the big raid games I know of. Yeah, you're not a modeler. Well, hey, you know, you need both. You need modelers, you need programmers, you need... WoW Classic, dang it. If you're playing retail, then we might be able to team up. Because I'm playing Dragonflight on US servers. And I am looking for more people to play that with. Okay, there we go. Got the landfill. Now it's time to make a bridge. Dragonfly, but a gearing or retail. That's fair enough. Someone had, you know, the only reason I checked out WoW was because of Dragonflight, because well, dragons, and also because I was a bit burned out from Final Fantasy 14. So it's like, you know what? Let's go give this MMO a go. Hey, all stats being reduced to 4 turns. Okay, so WoW originally had way more stats, huh? There we go. That's the bridge established for the train tracks. Crit rating, spell power, attack power, haste, and more. Okay. Yeah, on the one hand, I get it. You know, because it's nice having a lot of stats, a lot of things to work with, ways to customize your build. But on the other side, you know... How was to put this? There is also the point where it's too much, is I guess the best way to put it. Where it's, do you really need it to go into that much detail? But at the same time, I do get the, enjoying the complexity. I mean, look at the game I'm playing. Look at the stupid freaking factory I've built. And the factory's only gonna get bigger. Okay, here's my train track templates. Let's get to work. Alright. What? Why am I... It's not that detailed, but retail system's too simple. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I do get that. There you go. Okay, this train seems to have buggered out. There we go. A class I get an item that goes, oh, it's got X item. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. It's still not wide enough. I need to account. I didn't account for the signal. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there's definitely more eye-level chasing. There. Now it should be... But again, you know, this is coming from someone who has mainly played Final Fantasy 14, so... That's like also more or less kind of what I'm more familiar. Oh crap! They actually took out that turret. How rude. They can replace that turret, but the attacks there are starting to get serious now. What I can at the very least do is increase the wall size like this. The bot should be able to just do that. On the fan, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that being... Yeah, that's not the most interesting. Okay, here we go. This should at least prevent the turret from just getting smacked by the bigger biter, because they first have to get through the wall now. Okay, now it should be wide enough to accommodate the signals. Oh, that's too wide. This should do the trick. Let's verify. Yeah, now it's wide enough. Okay. I need to make another walk up just to make sure the land bridge is thick enough. The dungeons are harder because they may have lost the trolls. Yeah. Although from what I know, Mythic at least makes things interesting because of the affixes, I think is what they're called. But yeah, I don't get that. There we go. Now I can get the tracks up. Get one additional affix at Mythic above 10 plus, that's it. Okay. Okay, yeah, now I'm glad. This is why you double line the wall, because now they can no longer hit the turret. Okay, I see. But, yeah. Yeah, that was... But I definitely do get wanting more complexity. I mean, shooting on something having fun with, but it could be so good. Yeah, I get that. It says, you know, I wasn't there for WoW during its heyday. Hell, when WoW was big, I was playing EVE Online. So, if you want to talk to me about a complicated game... Actually, let's see. Yeah, let's see. I started playing EVE 2011-ish. Something like that. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, just like with WoW, it's essentially got a free trial. Right, waiting room. Only, you know, honestly, in terms of the free player experience, Final Fantasy is definitely better, because you get so much more content. You're not, you know, if WoW it's level 20, with Final Fantasy it's level 60 and the first expansion. Yeah, I know, exactly. Meanwhile, finishing Heavensward, like getting up to the point that you finish the story content in Final Fantasy 14, that's a good, at very least 20, 50 hours, depending upon how distracted you get. Oh, I'm out of track. I am out of track. Hey there, Flashinessa. Hope you're good. I'm super excited. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I've never played League of Legends. I avoided that game because I'm very much more of a classic RTS kind of player. Let's just put it that way. But I can get being excited for that. Right, it comes to throw money at something at some. Yeah, I mean, with the amount of money they've earned from that. What train are you? Oh, you're the stone train. There goes the artillery. Yeah, but with the money they've earned from League of Legends, I'm not surprised. Yeah, good to her here, Fleshy. Yeah. Probably. Stuff's good. The northern wall's being threatened a bit more than I'd like. But I am preparing the next artillery outpost, which is going to be going down this peninsula here. And that'll clean up this northern section quite nicely. I'm just taking a side passage. I just need to quickly restock on train tracks. I should be in logistics range here, right? No, not quite. But yeah. Overall count starts at max level. Heroic dungeon starting with the Burning Crusade and then raiding, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I'm not as big of a fan of with World of Warcraft, where the real game starts when you're max. Because, come on, the entire thing should be, you know, the real thing. Honestly, like, leveling should be as much... I mean, maybe I'm just not quite interpreting it right. It can easily happen. But, yeah. Buzz, buzz. Another breach. Right, we're getting so many big biters now that I'm starting to suffer regular wall breaches on the single. I'm gonna need to start doing this. There. Let me just double check. This is in... Yeah, these are connected, so they'll be able to double line that. So that's gonna take a little bit to build, but it'll at least keep that wall safe for now until I get my artillery outpost going. I don't know. Ooh. The problem I kind of have with that is, I guess the best way to put it is it makes it hard for new players to join up with friends. If you kind of catch my drift. Like, okay, Final Fantasy very much has that too, because you have to go all the way through the story now, which is a lot of content. But at the same time, the actual experience of going through all of that is an actual proper story. Honestly, they're just two very different styles of MMO at the end of the day. Field tanks. Yes, you do have... Yes. During dungeons, you do have healer tank DPS. Oh, I didn't signal this right. It's deadlocked. Let me just turn auto off here so that the train doesn't ditch me. I didn't signal this intersection correctly. Oh yeah, I see I did wrong. Yeah, but kind of one thing in terms of how it sets the part in terms of roles. That's questing and stories. If you care enough, a friend could level a null to you or something. That was Rapids, yeah. Oh, that's another big thing that takes some adjusting to from someone as Final Fantasy is the fact that you need ults. You don't need those in Final Fantasy because you can just do every job and all that stuff. Now I do get that does affect the roleplay a little because you're not limited, so to speak. But yeah. Yes, you do, but the leveling experience is, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I do. Once you get to certain levels, you do unlock the leveling dungeons and all that stuff, and the weapon and the dungeon duty, the leveling duty finder. Yeah, they are kind of the same. I guess just in my mind it's different because, you know, you have to actually create a separate character. Oh yeah, and no, Horde versus Alliance, that kind of stuff. Everyone's on the same team. Which yeah, I guess can also be considered a downside. Craft. For alts get better. You get heirlooms. Ah. Yeah, you do also have that in Final Fantasy, at least for the early levels. Have you? Oh yeah, right. And if you pre-order the expansions, you get an item that, an earring usually, that gives you like a flat 10% XP buff until you get on level. They're heavily on one side, don't like PvP. Yeah, not the biggest fan of PvP, world PvP myself either. Like I said, I've had enough of that in Eve. But yeah, but also the one. I mean, let's see. Yeah. Also, I guess another thing is Final Fantasy. None of the content is gone. Season of Mastery. Yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. Final Fantasy doesn't have seasonal content. All the stuff's just there. It doesn't get removed. I think though one thing was was Diadem got tweaked at one point. But yeah. It's original fun, but with similar changes. Yeah, yeah. I know people really ask for classic because they really wanted that classic experience. Okay. I'm gonna have to be careful here now with how I'm gonna approach this. Nice. Okay. So where am I gonna put my art? Oh yeah, I don't think you've seen it yet. But that's. Here we go. My artillery outpost. So yeah, the problem is I don't want to build that too close to that biter nest, or else it's going to aggro them. Oh, there's another nest right there. Here's gonna have to do, I think. And maybe pull it back a little so it's... do need to also account for the curve, the tracks. Let's see, what's a good spot? Okay, now I'm on the map. Now I see how big this bloody thing actually is. So I cannot get the supply train in because it's using an artillery wagon. So the moment that the supply train stops, it's gonna start blowing up the nearby bases. So I want to at least have the turrets up and running and the inner wall. Let's see if I put it down here. This should do, and this should also give me the coverage I want. Yeah, because that's going to secure pretty much the entirety of this peninsula and the other side. Let me just double check the ranges. Because let's see, the range is roughly, if I zoom out this far, okay, roughly that big. So if I put this down here, yeah, that'll cover enough territory. You couldn't see it because you can't see my actual hands, but I was literally I zoomed out far enough that having my index finger and thumb outstretched covered the radius, and I just put it on the screen for visual reference. Okay, but yeah, here should do the trick. Let's get to work. And of course the robots are going to be idiots and prioritize the outer stuff. I should probably... Can I just handcraft another roboport? Yes, I can. Let's just get myself another personal roboport to speed things up a little. Yeah, that corner now as well. Well, same process. Slap down some more walls. I will build a wall to keep the biters out. At least until the artillery's ready and I can just blast them. So yeah, I'm purposely kind of staying in the middle so that my construction radius forces the bots to work on the internal stuff. Admittedly, my construction radius will increase once I put in the personal roboport, but I don't need a night vision, honestly. Because that roboport first needs to power up, which is going to soak up a lot of juice, and there we go. That's another bunch of bots active. The big thing is the inner wall and the flamethrower turrets. Those need to be active. I need to handcraft myself a pump. So that the light oil can get pumped out. I need to handcraft a storage chest. And I'm probably going to want a few more passive providers. I don't have the filter inserters I need. So let's get a few of those made. And I don't actually have artillery guns on me at the moment. Oops. Okay, I'm out of walls, and well, the majority of them are unfortunately not yet made. So let's just get as much as possible of the rest built. I'm also out of... Right, I don't have laser turrets as part of my stuff. Okay, let's make sure now that the power reaches... Alright, I'm also going to actually need the actual walls. The gates, rather. I cannot craft enough, unfortunately, because I'm out of iron. Alright, and let's also meanwhile get the tracks connected, because that's going to make maintenance that little bit easier. I'm hearing a staticky noise in the background. Are you also hearing that? I think my headset's being... I think Razer Synapse is being a pain on me. Okay, let's make sure this is signaled. Signals. Here we go. Raise real signal. Out. 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 In. There we go. Now it's signaled properly. Now it can support trains properly. So yeah, I'm currently not in a state where I could send a supply train in yet, because there's just not enough walls yet. The base is too exposed for the reprisal attack. I hope this thing is disabled currently. It's not disabled. Oh crap, right, this train stop got put down, so it's automatically active. The signals and everything's already set up. Okay, I'm on the clock. Thankfully, this train is current. Okay, crap, it's now... Where are you heading? It's heading back to the supply depot right now. I'm just in front of it. Okay, I gotta speed things up. I gotta go grab a whole bunch of walls. I gotta to make sure that I build as many of the walls as possible before the artillery train shows up. You know, or I could just turn off automatic mode on it for a little bit. Because I do have some supplies I need to snag. Need to get the artillery guns for a start. first. Let's see, where, there you are. Once that thing pulls into station, I'm gonna turn off its auto mode. There. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about it pulling up on that station and causing issues by opening up. Because in case you don't know, Brutus, when artillery guns fire on a buyer base, they actually respawn. They will actually basically enter a rush mode to try and bum rush the artillery base. So that way you cannot just slap them down unprotected. You have to protect the artillery guns. Let's see, I should add laser turrets to my logistics requests at this point. And also, I may as well add artillery guns too now, just so I'm always stocked up on them. So who doesn't want to have some massive weaponry in their pockets? Concrete is suffering now due to a shortage of brick. I do have a character level from One in Classic if you want to try it. Comes with your sub for free. Really? You don't have to... I could have sworn you had to pay for the two separately. Or was it just you have to pay for the expansion separately? There was something... Right. Provider chest. You know, because I may as well just put the provider chests here. That way, you know... That way, these also work. They're a bit out of the way, but it'll do the trick. Okay, I've got logistic... I've got logistic bots on me to put away into the artillery outpost. It's not powered currently with flamethrower turrets, so they'll need power, but the additional robots will. Part of me is tempted to just take the locomotive, the supply wagon right away, because those aren't the biggest bases nearby, so that shouldn't elicit the biggest of responses. Let's see, that's about that much of a distance. Yeah, that's going to get all of these bases, unfortunately. It's going to fire them one at a time, which will make things manageable, but the question is, do I want to risk it? The thing is even on the grid right now, power-wise. No, I'm not going to risk it. Ooh! Thanks for the raid, Typhoon Plume! Appreciate it! Well, you've got me in the middle of basically an extra stream. I don't stream at this time often. Hope your stream went well. Okay, also let me just put down extra signals here. That way I can... Here we go. I've got everything I need. Let's head out. Yeah. Back to the artillery outpost. Went okay, just messing around in Skyrim. Having some fun in good old Skyrim. Good to hear. Using any mods or just playing vanilla? An attack. Northern Wolves getting hit again. The buyers know now I'm about to secure this northern section, so they're starting to attack more often there. Wow, 5 meteors. Oh. How much longer do I have? Until 2 hours and 14 minutes until... Well, it's of course a proper griffin. Oh, very cool. Wow, I didn't even know there was a griffin mod for Skyrim, but I'm honestly not surprised. Another meteor strike. Okay. Back at base. Let's make sure the base, the important stuff is now established. Like, you know, getting the power connected. That tends to be important. That way the laser turrets can contribute to the defense. And gets the radars up and running. Artillery turrets are now also getting built because I happen to have them in my inventory. The main wall is... Okay, I'm going to help out with building the main wall just to ensure that it actually gets done. Because once the inner wall is established, I'll be good to go to get the supply train in. Okay, there's a few gaps up here. Okay, that's... Yeah, the inner wall's now more or less existing. Flamethrower turrets are up and running. Let's get the supply train in. Where are you? There. Turn you on. Go to outpost. Which one are you heading to? You are heading to the wrong one, unfortunately. You want... That's not where I want you to go. I'm going to send it to here. That way I'm going to force it to go to the outpost I wanted to head to. It is still in the correct orientation, right? Artillery wagon in front. Yeah, it's still in the correct orientation. Okay. Okay. There's a gap here, but the biter, those might actually might hit that gap. But that's such a small base. My current existing defenses should be able to handle. Okay. May as well deal with that over there. There we go. Okay. Let's see, how's the train doing? Okay, for now it sets you to... Okay, remove this. Set you to auto. There you go. Now you're headed where I want you to head. May as well set this belt up. Combinators are all up and running. Here comes our supplies train. And yep, there it goes. Let's immediately put my logistic bots into here so that they get to work. And here comes the response. But ammo belts are being loaded. Walls are getting assembled. This foothold should be secured by now. Here comes another attack. Alright. So it is. Okay, I guess yeah, it ran out of fuel. But it already offloaded more or less. I didn't offload enough walls. The important stuff is present. This is now gonna get built. So let's see, what's my new artillery striking this range? Oh yes. Okay, well let's immediately get rid of these so they can no longer threaten my factory. There we go. There. Okay. That's my northern wall secured. Which just leaves this section here, and then my base is pretty much safe. I'll have all walls covered pretty much then. Here comes the next attack. Yeah, this base might be a little bit over-designed, but I'd rather be over-designed and be able to survive the attacks. Okay. So now might have down to the problem that I don't think in terms of the spots it prioritizes isn't the best. What's up with this? How do I do that? Oh no, I'm starting to come across sections of the factory I don't remember anymore why I built them the way I did. Ooh. I could also get artillery set up here, but the thing is this wall is they're not getting through here. So I don't need to bother. That section can stay as it is. I don't see any immediate resources I want to snag past this wall anyway. Okay, yeah. Light oil, it's good. It shouldn't burn through it all too quickly. But yeah, before... Do I want to start artillery striking now? Not necessarily. This train is still loading. In fact, it's unloading. Yeah, and it's immediately heading back. I guess it goes from... It's prioritized like nearer bases. And this base is apparently not quite fully supplied yet. What are you considered low on? Which one of you is outputting a signal? This one. Second to last. Which one was you again? Laser turrets. Because I guess it's considered low on laser turrets. Let me just check. 21 laser turrets. Yeah, so it's going to go into offload some more laser turrets. And then... This one's already nice and topped off though. Alright. With that set up, now it's time to establish the train tracks for the next section. Because I first want to have my base secured. So that I don't have to worry about this when I focus on space stuff. So let's go here. And range upgrades are going to be so nice, but I cannot do artillery range upgrades anytime soon. Because let me just double check its requirements. Yes, artillery range needs utility packs. I cannot make those at the moment yet. Oh, there goes another train. I think I'm actually faster than that train. Yeah, there's now a block space between this. The stone issue has been resolved now. In fact, it's at the point now where the stacker's actually being used. Don't have much in the way of track, but let's get built what I can. Let's rotate you around. Oh, right. All of my logistic bots are gone. I put them all away. There's not a train there right now, is there? No, there isn't. I can loop around. Good. Cool outpost. I don't think has had a train for a while. Oh yeah. I was meaning to at some point do more iron production, wasn't I? Oops. Completely forgot about that. I got sidetracked by everything else. Alright. Let's wait here while the bots do their deliveries. Almost 2 AM. Oh wow, it's already 2 AM. I guess you're what, Australia-ish, that area? Well, thanks for the lurk, and also sleep well once you go to bed. Nice. Well, nice to see some folks from down under. Also, nice thing is those radar stands can expand my radar coverage. turret train is still supplying this station. I guess the laser turrets are just not being built fast enough. Yeah. It's just not getting laser turrets. They are being made. Oh, it's just going very slow. They're not being made fast enough. Alright, well, I'm gonna want to expand on the laser turret production then. There. Now let's just get this all plugged in. Oh, right, this is big. It also needs this. Should go to there just fine. No, not. Oops, I've ballsed this up. Let's redo this. Gotta wait for local builders to go and grab it all. Okay, so rethinking this. Basically the big thing is this needs to be unified. So if I do this, 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 and this. This, and this, and this, and this, there. With it unified, and all following the same pattern, it should work. There we go. This should be a nice boost to laser turret production. What was this built for? Flamethrower turrets. Did I accidentally break the flamethrower turret belt? Yes, I did. Okay, there we go. This should resolve the laser turret supply issue, but let's make sure and speed things up a little. Right now this thing's getting laser turrets again. And so now it should actually stop supplying, trying to supply this one, and go back up there at some point. Okay. Now with that set up, now I can go and get the next set of track laid down. Just to ensure that my immediate surroundings are nice and secure. Because yeah, I just need one more RT outpost, like here-ish. Oh, there's a biter base right in the way of my tracks. I do still have my tank, right? Yeah, I don't have any ammo for it. Oh, that's annoying. There's a biter base right in my way. Yeah, I need to... I'm gonna need to go and deal with that. Okay, stock up. That's gonna give me the ammo I want, and then I'm gonna go and blow that biter base up. One of these A's, get rid of this one so I can go up. And yeah, then I'm gonna put the outpost here. And that should give me the coverage I need to make sure my base is nice, my area is nice and secure. Yeah, I'm just staying here, because that way the bots can come and just deliver me all the goods. I should have... Yeah, I do have explosive cannon rounds as part of my logistics network. Good. Where are the logistic bots? They should be delivering. There's that crackling again. Okay, I'm gonna quickly unplug. Well, this is busy loading. Yeah, it's only noticeable when it's quiet. Okay, I'm delivered, and the artillery train is waiting patiently behind me, so let's get a roll, move on. And if it's just on my end and not on the actual stream, it should be fine. I suppose. Get rid of you. Get to manual mode so the bots get to work. Okay, I'm gonna want to pop out here for now. Get the tank out. Tank. Where are you, tank? There you are. Load her up. This is okay. There's quite a few biters. I just want to make sure I first destroy the bases. Oh dear, I'm getting very bogged down here. This isn't exactly the best terrain to fight in either, with all these rocks everywhere. I'm gonna keep slowing me down. Okay. Reduce the goo actually slowing me down too in the tank. I should probably have that turned off. Set the robots or try to fix the tank in the middle of combat. There we go. Okay, that's that biter base gotten rid of. And the tank's starting to struggle now with these big worms everywhere. Again, this terrain sucks to fight in. So many rocks. Okay, I do want to push a decent ways north, just so that I can cover a bit more terrain. But not too far, so I don't have any gaps in my artillery coverage. Let me just double check. What's the range? So yeah, you reach to... So I want to be able to reach to there. What's about the halfway point of that? Okay, so the spot I have in mind is more or less the spot I want. Might then have a gap in this area, but... a gap that close to base shouldn't be too bad. I could just slap some artillery turrets inside the base and just clear it out that way. Artillery train is still insisting on supplying this one due to a lack of laser turrets. But it's not actually picking up laser turrets. What's... It's got laser turrets in the filter. Why is it not picking any up? What's going on here? You are facing the right way. Waiting for space and destination. What do you mean waiting for space and destination? Okay, hang on. I need to fix this. Because that something's buggered out there and it's preventing that train from supplying my other outposts. That's a bit more important to me. Okay, seriously, what's going on here? Because there might be an issue that I might end up having in other base. Well, no, I'm not having it here. Here it's just fine. It's just for some reason it's refusing. Oh, I think it's holding... Okay, I see what's happened. It's holding a gun turret. And it got stuck. That's what's happened. There. That's what's wrong. That filter inserter just was not able to grab anything because it was full, so to speak. Okay, that should resolve that issue. Having a train network is so nice because you build your own fast travel system basically. So now this guy is just gonna wait for a bit again until it's loaded up. Actually, instead of putting the artillery base there, I might put it here. Yeah. There. There, here-ish. Because that way I'll at least ensure that the internal area also gets covered. And it's more about just ensuring that I have breathing space. So yeah, doing it here would be better. Besides, I have it all automated, so if necessary I can always slap down more bases. Okay, I'm about to run out of tracks, so I'm going to build as much as I can. Just going up. And actually, this is as far as I dare to go, because of the fighter base there. Okay, but now... There we go. Now it's no longer going to be complaining about... Yeah, this station should now be disabled. Yes. Okay, good. So now finally the other artillery base is going to get supplied. Okay. Okay, back to base for resupplies. Coffee. Alright. Honestly, I should probably just use this track for resupply. It's close to the center of my base. Ooh, that's quite T-Tac. Oh, good thing this area is also due for flattening. It's these two bases here that are being a pain. But the artillery base over here should be able to reach them if I estimate it correctly in terms of range. Yeah, if I put it here. Yeah, that should. And I might not reach that base. If not, I'll just clean it out manually. Okay. So yeah, let the bots supply me. Okay, that this train is. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to move soon. Yeah, it's already there. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm stocked up, so that's gonna make the construction phase easier. Then I gotta observe this to see if the same issue happens here. And that's already nicely offloaded. Okay. Yeah, but it's out of walls, it's out of ammo. So yeah. But that base should it's no longer on a fret, so it's all good. I do love this stupid little wiggle I built. Just because I was too lazy to move the refineries. Okay. I'm gonna do this manually. I'm gonna walk out to, let's see, so where do I want to roughly have this? More or less here. Is that, yeah, there. Yeah, this is the spot. Alright, let's slap her down. This might be a bit overkill, but yeah. Actually, I'm going to manually make sure that the perimeter wall is at least, the inner wall is at least established. Because that's the most important part, it's just this inner lining. Make sure that at least the turrets are safe. That way I somewhat don't have to worry that much about the bots being idiots and building in the wrong order. But I'm out of walls now. And my inventory is just getting loaded up with junk. Lovely. Alright, let's just let the bots do their thing. Ooh, they were nibbling on the wall there, how rude. Just checking a few things on my end, hang on. There we go. Okay. So everything that can be built has been built. 6 of the bots are now insisting on getting all the stone. Okay, let's get these tracks connected. Get the signaling done. There we go. Get these tracks established, because may as well. Because that way, if the supply train decides to come here anyway, it'll just do it. It should be Okay, actually looking at this radius, the only base it'll shoot at is this base here, which isn't too much of a problem. Alright, there we go. What will be a problem is it not being connected to the power grid. Guess that'll also kick the radars on, that way I can keep an eye on this area. There we go. And turn on the laser turrets. I am... Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely just need to spend... Oh, jeez. I could do with some requester chests, just so that all this freaking stone actually ends up on my belts. I am not yet. I'm still at the point of deciding between utility or production science packs. That's the point I'm at tech tree wise. Here. This is where I'm at tech tree wise, basically. So I'm kind of close. Need to go utility, then logistics system. But I still have a few other... Yeah, I still need to research Cryonite for utility. But I first need to get supplies going to space again. Which is my next priority once I'm done with this base here. Because it's time for an expansion of the bus. Only it's a section of the bus dedicated to sending stuff up to space. Utility. As cryo will immensely help Vulcanite. Okay. Yeah, I do recall you mentioning that one assists the other. And so cryo... Okay, so it was the other way around than I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious why... Okay, I don't want to look at the tech tree too much as that pauses the game, but... Alright, I'm gonna just... I should somewhere make a bit of an offshoot of the track where I can just park myself for resupplying. Yeah, here's a good spot actually for that. Now I'll have a dedicated little spot where I can park myself out of the way and get resupplied. That is reasonably centrally located. Let's see, what's the artillery train up to? It's resupplying. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it on this for a bit. I'm gonna quickly go off to the bathroom. Oh shit, of course it decided to go there. Nope, you aren't. Nope, that area is not yet ready. I was expecting you to go to the other one. I get back just on time, I see. How could have gone wrong? Okay. Yeah, I'm still... Are they done? No, they're still not done offloading me. Yeah, I mean, the important things are set up, so it wouldn't actually be the biggest disaster if the train went there. Pretty much. Right. Technically, this stop is closer than this one. Because I'm pretty sure the train just goes to the nearest available station instead of being smart about it. Also, why... Yeah, you are turned off. Why are you... Oh, it's in a loading loop. But I don't want it to be too short, otherwise it'll never actually get enough ammo. Okay, yeah, let's just look at how much junk I have. Oh, I don't actually have coal as being restricted. Let's get coal marked down too. I'd most want to hold on to one stack of it. Rotate the train. I really should just... Oh yeah, at this point, now that I have a stop dedicated for my personal stuff, what I should just do is... that. Okay, it's... Fuck. Boy. Let's hope that the defenses will be able to... I mean, the flamethrower turrets are active, the laser turrets are active, the majority of the walls are there. It should be fine. Yeah, it should be able to... Actually, it should be fine. I just need to leave... just put some supply bots in there and... Yeah. Okay, I don't think it's a complete disaster. Just a minor one. There goes the supply train. Its job's done. Alright, there we go. Let's get this train out of the way by taking it to my just drive it off to the personal stop. Oh, I guess it can't head back because the... Yeah, it needs fuel. Okay, now let's see. Did I estimate the range correctly? I should be able to clip that base. Also, these worms have been here very long, but it's time for them to go. There we go. Okay, so unfortunately there will be a little gap in my artillery. But, yeah. Oh, hello. Now, I want to explore this section of the map a little bit. One hour, 30 minutes till the coronal mass ejection. Now just mop up the survivors. There we go. There's also some surviving worms I missed here. Let's smoosh them. There we go. Yeah, honestly, these things are over-designed, but eh. They look good on the map, and that's what's important in the end. 1 out of... Oh, wow, that was quite the meteor. Yeah, exactly. You know, once your factory is producing everything in excess anyway, why not build big fancy things? I mean, that's the whole point of producing so much. Is to do stupid big stuff like this. Plus, it wouldn't amaze me that as time goes on, the biter expansions become bigger as well. Oh wow, I'm getting a lot of meteors. Well, if any of them hit my base, it's gonna get replaced anyway, so... Ooh, I landed right. Yeah, okay, that damaged some of my infrastructure. I think that's actually... Yeah, damn it. There, I should fix that. Okay, but there we go. That's... Alright. Just wait for this artillery base to finish building. It's for the most part done. Yeah, the important walls are set up. Which would, I mean, the inner lining. So let's get to blowing up some bases, just to make sure... let's see, yep. Oh, that base there is soaking up pollution, I reckon. So, it's gotta go. Yeah. Southern wall, don't need to worry. Hello. Bye-bye. Yeah, you're on the edge of the pollution clouds. Let's get rid of you too. That's a bunch of biters. So, yeah. I got some pretty good coverage now. Yeah, this base is closed. Let's just... there goes the train. It's... Okay, this base is for the most part built, so it's now ready to also go get to work. There we go. Alright, I need some more gates. Alright, let's call my train and go back to base, because it's time for the next big project. Hard to tell if this base is soaking up pollution or not. There's a good oil deposit there for me to grab. There we go. Biter response blunted. Oh. Oh no, that's the coal train. There goes the supply train. Or the personal train, rather. Okay, take me home. Okay, so... That biobase is close, but I don't really care about biobases under my pollution cloud, so that I don't get attacked anymore. Okay, so it's time for the next big thing to work on, and that is starting to yeet stuff into space, to put it simply. Okay, I don't need you anymore. Because I now need to get things set up so that I'm not as dependent on going up to space myself. So that stuff actually kind of keeps building here. So, but I can only fire up raw resources, pretty much. Is there an easy way to check? No, there's not really a spot that lists that. So I'm going to quickly go handcraft myself a dummy delivery cannon. Heat shielding. I just need to go grab a whole bunch of stuff. So much junk everywhere. Why are these two not stacked? So let's grab a bunch of heat shielding. I need concrete and big electric as well. I actually don't have concrete as part of my requests. Let's change that. There we go. Okay, so basically I want to quickly craft a delivery cannon just to double check the recipes. Because I'm gonna need that to plan things out. Okay, so what can this thing fire? So I can fire that up. It can fire up, yeah. It can fire up ingots at a batches of 100 at a time. And yeah, okay, it can fire. It can shoot up low densities and fluids. That makes things a bit easier. But yeah, it can only fire up raw resources. Okay. So for example, if I want to set up small electric engine production, I need to start launching up the plates. I can also need to start launching up the plastic, because I'm definitely gonna need that. May as well also launch up low densities. Okay, so if I were to, because currently what the problem is the space belts. And I think here, I can launch up everything except for the small electric. Admittedly, I have more than enough lube up there right now, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh, I can actually start recycling the barrels, sending them up and down. I need to earmark that for a potential later idea. Yeah, I need to fire up steel at low density. So okay, so let's start with this. That's going to need 4 delivery cannons and well, four different. No, these are raw resources. Actually, what is the size of these? That's what I'm going to use to determine it. Also, I am definitely going to need myself another one of these. Okay, so let's see. So you are... You look like 3x3? 1, 2... Yeah, okay. So it'll be 3 items per delivery cannon chest. I could do 4 technically. Okay, this thing has got quite some storage. So one of these should be fine. Because when I start signaling, it'll keep track of it all. Because, you know, I can do this, and then this, and then basically this. So essentially I'm going to be starting up a little bus up top. Which means I'm also going to want to start building scaffolding. Which needs low densities, heat shielding, and steel plate. Can I fire up heat shielding? Yes, I can. Okay, so heat shielding can also be delivered up top. Good. Okay, hang on. I'm going to quickly make note of all of the different resources I'm going to start firing up so that I know what I'm talking at. So I need iron, I need copper, I need steel, I need low density structures, I need heat shields. Let's see, what more do I want to start shooting up? I already have stone going up. So that's covered. I already have rocket fuel going up. Those are the 2 that are already being fired. What more do I want? I'm going to need glass, aren't I? No, glass was for the low density structures. Yeah, okay, because the main goal right now is to get space belts self-sufficient. So yeah, low density structures. I've got more than enough lubricant, but I can also just set that aside. The cargo rocket is going to be reserved for science packs, because I am not assembling them up in space. I'm just going to launch those up. Oh, can a delivery cannon send... It cannot send cargo rocket parts. Okay, so I'm gonna need to launch, just get those back down somehow. Am I gonna need to send plastics up? Because the thing is, eventually I need to get to building space manufactories so that I can actually start building the advanced stuff. Because that's a key building that I need to start getting automated. But I think for now I need to focus on getting the sciences going, and for that I need, yep, those going. Iron, copper, steel, low density structures, and heat shields. Because I also need to get scaffolding going. So that I can actually expand my building space up top. So yeah, okay, so so I need five guns going, and which also means I'm going to need to, you know, start building the capsules. What were the capsules again? Where are they? I always lose track of where the capsules are listed. Here they are. Yeah, so they take 10 seconds to craft. How long does it take for this to craft? You know, say 5 seconds to craft. Okay. So to have them going at constant, I'm gonna need 10 producers of delivery cannons. So that, you know, is that they keep firing constantly. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna start with first. I need to set up a proper delivery cannon production zone, or rather, space capsule production area. Now I am purposely building this at the end of my bus, so that way, because stuff on the ground still has priority, essentially. Right, I should probably also get rid of my capsule just so that I don't have an inventory. And that way the rocket's good to go. Right, these temporary defenses can now... I don't need these defenses anymore. The artillery gun's now going to keep this area nice and clean for me. So let's get rid of it. we go. And after I get the delivery counts going, I might need to worry about power again. Ah, hey, look at that. Finally, these walls are also getting... I mean, it's not necessary anymore, but, you know, it's nice. Because for the longest time since forever, I don't have to worry as much about defending my factory anymore. It's more or less safe now. Okay. So, let's get the requirements of this. So I need copper cable, these low density structures, and these explosives, and these heat shielding. I need to get 10 of these going. You know, not entirely necessary, but I may as well. So I need 5 the big thing here is going to be the 5 explosives. It needs 1 explosive, let's see, for 10 seconds. So it needs 1 every 2. So you need to craft that 1 every 2 seconds per assembler. So 10, 1 every 0.2 seconds. That turns into an explosives. They craft at a rate of... Where are they? They should be here. Where the cliff explosives are listed. Here. They craft at 4 seconds a pop. So 4, 2, 1, half. I'm gonna need 5. Roughly. But it crafts at 2 a go. So let's do 4, just to be on the safe side. So I need coal, sulfur, and water, and 4 chemical plants. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the nice thing is I'm actually pretty close to water, so I can just set up a separate water line for that. Okay, so now I need to get coal and sulfur up. They should be part of the... yeah, there's coal. That's a lot of trees. There we go. That's not as many trees. But I missed the one that was in the way. Water's gonna go along here. Yeah, may as well have to go along the back. So I could just pull out the front. Yeah, may as well do that to future-proof it a bit. In case I need to expand on it. There. And up. Okay, and this will offload. Up. Up. Let's see, how bad's the logistics coverage up here, just to make sure that I'm gonna be resupplied on a regular basis. There we go. Okay, next up, sulfur. Did I leave sulfur? Yeah, there's sulfur. It's in the squished part of the belt, of the bus, rather. sure this lines up properly with the rest. There we go. There. Okay. Okay, now it just needs water, which I'm just going to get by going in a straight line. Love it when it's convenient like that. Offshore pump. There you are. Right, you actually need power. I do wish they apply to pipes the same they did to belts at some point, where it's smart about where it gets placed. That would be convenient. Okay, there you go. There's the explosives production established. So I need 10 assemblers for that. Let's make sure I have some space in between. Does that also make it more convenient for this? It's a little overkill, honestly, but I'd rather it be overkill so that I can ensure that all delivery cannons will keep firing. Where did that ammo come from? There's just some ammo lying on the ground here. Must have accidentally dropped it on the ground at some point during a defense or something while trying to speed load a turret. Okay. So next up, oh crap! Right, it needs copper wire of all things, copper cabling rather. How many do you need? 10 per. Wait, what? How's their damage? Okay, so crap. I need to redo this. Annoying. Because I also need to add some space in for copper cable production. Okay, copper cables. Producing red 10 a pop. So I need 100 over, so, oh, it's one, okay, I basically need to make 0.1 a second of copper cable. And copper cable crafts at 2 per 0.5 seconds. That's not too bad. I only need like 2 then. Honestly, the bigger is probably just ensuring it offloads fast enough. But okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, once again, first get space I want. It's always a good idea to use up more space than you think you need. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. Have copper go along the outside. Yeah, it's gonna go like this essentially. Doing it like this, because that way loading and offloading is going to be faster. You need to extend by 1. Because you need to go like this, so you need to go here. There. Okay, so now I need to get the copper up. Just drag it all the way up. Because this is going to have to go further up anyway if it wants to start launching it into space. And it needs to go right where the... I'm just going to do it here. I forget. Yeah, it needs to go over by 1 first. There. There we go. Okay, that's copper cabling, and that should do the trick in terms of... Because it's making 1 every 0.25 seconds, so 2 of them. That should be fine. The real problem is belt capacity. But it takes 10 seconds to craft, so... Yeah, it should do the trick. And if necessary, I'll just put them on 2 separate belts. And do a bit of weaving. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that the space? 2. Yeah, barely. Okay, good. Okay. Alright. Okay, so because these 2 are the high demand products, they're going to be on the closer belts. So that they get loaded faster. There. Okay, that's where heat shields and low density structures are gonna need to enter. Speaking of, time to bring them up. Oh wow, look at the mess here. There's the low density structure belt. Right, I'm gonna need to untangle things here a little bit. Bring you up to help with the untangling. Is there anything else I actually need right now? I got heat shields. That I don't need rock. Don't need to bring up rock control units. So I think this is it. I don't think there's anything else earlier with the bus that needs to take that spot. No. Okay, and the belt next to red needs to be... Okay, so it's just... Bring these two up, and it's untangled. It's all good already. Nice. I love it when things accidentally come together. Alright, time for a bit more tree clearing. Here they come. Alright. Capsules have been automated. Okay, now I gotta get the 5 cannons going. I'm gonna keep this one. It's basically, I'm gonna put this one here. It's gonna serve as an example for... so I can double check the recipes. Okay, so I need to make 5, and I'm low on big electric. And big electric's down here somewhere. Just give me all that. I can make 2, and that's probably because of a shortage of other stuff. Right. Low density structures are not going too hot. Yeah, I'm just not. The belt's just not able to keep up with the demand, I guess. Oh well. I need heat shields. They are further up. They are here and have been barely... Okay, heat shields could do with just getting more. But it's not set up in such a way that's easy tileable because it's a bit of a mess around it. Yeah, probably also just need more concrete. No, it's steel that I'm low on. 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. That's the delivery cannons being set up. I'll speed up the production of that stuff later. As it becomes necessary. Right now I just want to get the infrastructure in place so that it's done. So delivery cannons are gonna go up. No, gonna leave a bit of a gap. And then put the guns. Yeah, may as well just line them up like that. Although that might make powering a bit awkward. Alright, let's start setting recipes. Iron, copper, steel. Iron, copper, steel, low density structures, and heat shields. Those are the ones that need to be shipped up first of all. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start bringing them in. Basically, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, like that. Oh, wiggle down. Like that. Alright, I was going to do it like this. There we go, and now just connect it up. Unfortunate. Okay. Oh yeah, may as well replace that radar. That way, I've got radar coverage up here again. Okay, so let's get iron in. And I need to explode a bit more of the forest. Go. Alright, so this needs to go here. Oh, right, center wall. Up next, copper. Also, I should make those stack inserters because of the amount that needs to be put in. There we go. I should speed loading up. Bring steel up next. Steel's got quite a way to go. Oh, no, it's there. I've been walking past it. Oh, I'm out of belts. I guess I gotta wait for a delivery. I can't be all out, right? No, I've still got plenty. Logistic bots are just taking their sweet time. Okay. Probably because I've been going in and out of logistic port range. Yeah, I've been working outside of its range. There, that should help things out. Gotta wait for a bit. Let the bots do their thing. Meanwhile, let's check any expansions. Nope, no expansions sighted yet. Oh. Need to consider doing that at some point too. Yeah, getting this established is gonna be important because then at least space will be able to be a bit more autonomous in terms of It's not gonna be the fastest because, you know, this will be limited in terms of throughput, but it's better than nothing. Let's see. Yeah, I need to bring this over one. There. That's steel prime for loading. I should flip around these two, just that works out nicer with that. I did pick up those delivery cannon shells. Where are they in my inventory? Yeah. There we go, let them deliver. Okay. That's the deliveries established. Now I gotta set things up to actually receive in space. But here is also where I gotta go do some circuitry. To, you know, not have accidents. Let's get a signal transmitter up. I don't want... see, that shouldn't be getting in... let's have you here. I'm gonna have it set up a dedicated channel for that. I need a few more deciders. Okay, yeah, so they have to connect to these inserters to disable them. Because hey, they can't fire if they can't, if they don't have ammo. That's pretty much how I'm gonna have to handle this. So if I give it a new channel called raw, yeah, I'm just gonna call it raw because it's raw resources. "45 minutes until the coronal mass ejection, and I do not have a shield because I can't power it." Okay, let's set these conditions. Yeah. I mean, fuck. Let me just double check. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I could have set up a steam battery, but I think it's too late now. 2.25 peak power, 2.28, and my current factory. What does it currently max out at? Producing in the 58 megawatt range. But what about when solar is up? I can produce around 200. Currently my max is around 220, at least in terms of actual factory draw. And that's also when steam engines had to kick on. And yeah, But the thing is, this needs power in the range of gigawatt. Here's the thing. As long as it doesn't trash the mall, I'm good. Because the robots will just fix what's broken. Admittedly, I don't know if they've changed how dangerous they are. I remember in a previous saves when I played it, the coronal mass ejection didn't do too much in terms of the actual damage. Because the beams, they can just show up anywhere, basically. If it shows up in my solar farm, it's going to be a pain, but they are connected to the logistics network. So they will be fixed if they get broken. Same for my defenses. They have been set up that they can fix themselves when they get busted. Honestly, the biggest risk is if Roboports get sniped. But then it's the Roboports and not the other important. Roboports aren't hard to replace, thankfully. Okay, so that's... Okay, so I need to go to get the conditions set up. How I want to approach this. I basically only want to fire up when it's actually necessary. So the condition... But I also want to leave some leeway, so to account for travel time and crafting time and the like. So... Okay, so it needs to enable this. Okay, well, let's first think this through again. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of copy the conditions that I have set up for my other delivery cannon. Yeah, so that's how I have it. And then outputs. Right, because when it's above that value, I want it to disable. It's there. So let's set a max at 300. And then you output red. And then you are enabled when red is... Yeah, that way. And that way, the moment this flips over, it'll turn it off and it won't fire up another shell. Okay. You aren't linked up correct yet. You aren't actually part of... There. Okay, I'm gonna set these conditions. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick again. Okay, so... let's first just set all of these, because that way I don't have to constantly futz about going back and forth. You, same thing, copper. Also 300. Copper is more than 300. And then you... That. Hang on, these are currently... These are the wrong way around, aren't they? Because for some reason they think... Currently they're outputting... Okay, no, these are the wrong way around. Right, because when there's more iron... Okay, then you disable. Okay, so I need to flip these around. When there's more than 300, I want them to be turned off. Same for steel, because steel stacks up to 100, right? Yeah. Stack size for low density is 50, so that's going to be 150. And I think it's the same for heat shields. Yeah, they stack up to 50, so here it's also going to be 150. There we go. Okay, this will ensure the delivery cannon is fired at a decent rate, but not at too much of a rate. Okay, I gotta go again. I gotta go to the bathroom, but at the same time, it's getting a little late. So I think I'm gonna stop the stream here for now. Have dinner, and once I'm done with dinner, I've refreshed myself. I'm gonna stream a bit more. I'm not done for today. And when I come back later today, it's going to be getting these delivery cannons connected to space, and start getting those delivered. I have actually managed to achieve the goals I set for this first half, which is artillery and get the delivery set up. So yeah, I'll be back later tonight, about in an hour or two from now, roughly. Well, it depends, on how lazy I'm feeling. Alright, hopefully I'll see some of you later.